Some images defy explanation, others are just plain disturbing. Here are 5 that have been investigated but never had true answers. Mushroom cloud on Mars. India's Mars orbiter captured something strange on the gigantic Valles Marineris canyons of Mars in early 2015. The image shows a huge mushroom cloud. Some have speculated that this cloud may be the result of a nuclear bomb detonation. Others have said it could be a meteor impact, about 20 of which happen each year on Mars that are powerful enough to cause this size of cloud. Mars is volcanically dead, meaning that there is no fluid lava in the core. This rules out any possible volcano theory. Without a doubt, the crater at the bottom of the cloud existed before the mushroom cloud was photographed. Is this an illusion? A dust storm? A new weapon being tested by a world government on Mars to avoid legal trouble? Man's body falling from roof during photo. The story goes that the Cooper family moved into their new home in Texas sometime around 1955. After settling in, they took photos as many families did back then. Nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary. However, this was the image that appeared when the photo was developed. A search of records do not show much about this photo until the years of 2009 and 2013. Many speculate that this is a clever fake. Many have tried to prove that this is a creation from a much more recent time. But one thing is certain, the photograph is of a real family from the 1950s. As much as many would like to believe that it is real, no one is able to bring forward evidence proving that it is. Battle of Los Angeles UFO. In February of 1942, the craft pictured here raised alarms, setting off the Battle of Los Angeles. The Battle of Los Angeles occurred less than 3 months after the United States entered World War II as a result of the Japanese Imperial Navy's attack on Pearl Harbor. It was thought initially that the craft was an enemy plane launched from some sort of ship close to the coast of California. During the barrage by the Navy on the craft, it remained nearly stationary. Some say it only moved very slightly during the entire bombardment, before drifting out over the sea. Over 1,400 shells were fired by 50 caliber machine guns and anti-aircraft artillery during the barrage, which lasted just over an hour. No craft of that day, nor in modern time, could withstand an hour of that firepower. No crash site or wreckage has ever been located, nor were there any reports of the craft having gone down. After the barrage, the Navy was quoted as saying that it was a false alarm, which, as with any unexplained event, will fuel the imagination. As with other UFO incidents, the government is quick to dismiss any speculation other than official statements. In any case, no one has ever been able to prove what this was, nor disprove what it isn't. Photo of abducted children. This image was discovered in June of 1989 in a parking lot of a grocery store in Florida. The woman who found the photo said that it was found in a parking space next to a white cargo van that had been parked next to her when she arrived at the store. She said that the van was being driven by a man with a mustache she believed to be in his 30s. Police put out roadblocks but were never able to locate the van. The photo, which pictures a panicked looking boy and a girl bound and gagged with duct tape. It is believed that this photo shows Tara Calico, who was kidnapped from her home in New Mexico in 1988, just 1 year before. The FBI allegedly has 2 other photographs of Calico taken after her abduction, but they have never been released to the public and her body was never found. Also pictured in the photo is a boy believed by some to be Michael Henley, who disappeared during a family camping trip also 1 year earlier in 1988. Michael's parents did see the photo and claimed it could be him, but it is not likely as his remains were discovered in 1990 in the Zuni Mountains, about 7 miles from his family's campsite from which he had disappeared. The photo was found in Florida. This was about 75 miles from where Calico disappeared. Police believe that Healy wandered off and died of exposure. A paperback copy of V.C. Andrews' My Sweet Adriana, said to be one of Calico's favorite books, can be seen laying next to the girl. Scotland Yard analyzed the photo and concluded that the woman was Calico, but a second analysis by Los Alamos National Laboratory disagreed. An FBI analysis of the photo was inconclusive. We may never know who these people were. The Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, a series of bright, unidentified lights appeared over the city of Phoenix, Arizona, and remained there for hours. The Phoenix Lights were widely witnessed by thousands of people in not only Arizona, but in Nevada and northern Mexico. Many photos were taken, but given it was nighttime and consumer cameras were very poor at taking night shots, there were very few that emerged. Many news agencies reported this story. However, the military was, once again, quick to say that they were caused by exercises. They said that the lights were from flares dropped by fighter aircraft at Luke Air Force Base, and flares attached to helium balloons released by a civilian. It is extremely unlikely that the lights were flares, as every report of the event remarked that there was silence overhead. Aircraft, even the most highly advanced, can be heard overhead at the altitude that the flares would have had to have been dropped. Also, the lights moved in perfect formation. Flares are not capable of this type of movement. Flares also have a distinctive smoke cloud emanating from them that is always illuminated by the flare. Not one report claimed to have seen smoke clouds. Further evidence against flares is that they could not have lasted the duration that the lights did. Were we visited that night? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, let me know in the comments why.